Hello, welcome back to Guidancy Education channel. In this video, we are going to discuss combination of lenses. We will be discussing the following subtopics. Two convex lenses kept in contact. Derivation of equivalent focal length when two lenses are kept in contact. Convex and concave lens kept in contact. Under this heading, we will see when f1 is equal to f2, f1 is less than f2, f1 is greater than f2. We will see several lenses in contact. Two convex lenses kept at a distance. Effect of combination on magnification and power. We will see these topics one by one. But before we really start the video, please watch the video completely so that you understand all points clearly. And if you think the video is useful, like the video, share the video and also leave your comments in the comment box below. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also press the bell button so that you get intimated as soon as videos are posted. Thank you very much. Let us see the details. Each lens will have its own focal length. We want to find out what is the equivalent focal length. Lenses are used for magnification. So, we also want to know effect of combination on magnification. I have already made a diagram of two convex lenses kept in contact. We will derive expression for equivalent focal length. Now, let us see the details. This is lens 1. Let us mark it as L1. This is second lens, let us mark it as L2. C1O is equal to U and C1I1 is equal to V dash. C2I is V. That is the final image. O is the point object. We have these quantities here. Now let us consider lens 1 and consider lens formula. What is the lens formula tell you? Let us consider f4 lens 1 equal to f1. 1 by f1 is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Here in the case of lens 1, v is equal to v dash. So 1 by v dash minus 1 by u. What is lens formula for lens 2? That will be 1 by f2 is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by v dash. Why do we take this? This is because C2I1 is equal to C1I1 for thin lenses. So you have an expression for 1 by f1 and 1 by f2. Let us mark this equation as 1 and this equation as 2. Adding up equation 1 and 2. This 1 by v1 and this 1 by v1 will get cancelled. This is positive, this is negative. So what remains is this one. 1 by v minus 1 by u. So we will write this here. 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. And what is this quantity? That is equal to 1 by f. That is the reciprocal of effective focal length. We have to find out effective focal length, not its reciprocal. So how do we proceed? We will use this part of the equation. So it becomes f2 plus f1 divided by f1 f2 is equal to 1 by f, or f is equal to f1 f2 by f2 plus f1. So this is the expression for effective focal length for two convex lenses in contact. Now let us see what happens when one convex and one concave lenses are kept in contact. What happens? The equation becomes 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by negative f2, because the second lens is negative, is equal to 1 by f1 minus 1 by f2. This will be equal to 1 by f is equal to f2 minus f1 by f1 into f2. From this we get f is equal to f1 into f2 by f2 minus f1. This is the equation for calculating the effective focal length for combination of one convex lens and one concave lens. Here three cases may be discussed. What are those? F1 is equal to F2. Then what happens? F is equal to infinity. So that combination of one convex and one concave behaves like a plain glass plate. What if F1 is greater than F2? F is negative. That is, the focal length of convex lens is greater, concave lens is less. Focal length will be negative. So, it behaves like a concave lens. Third case is F1 less than F2. Focal length of convex lens is less than that of the concave. F is equal to positive. So, it behaves like a convex lens. Now, let us see for several lenses in combination. For several lenses in contact, 1 by F is equal to 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2 plus 1 by F3 plus so on. For magnification power, each lens will have its own magnification. Let us mark it as M1, M2, M3 and so on. So that is, the effective magnification will be the product of the magnification of all the lenses. Magnification increases. Combination of lenses are used in gadgets like microscopes and telescopes. So in such cases, magnification can be improved by this combination. Okay, let us see one more point. That is, two lenses separated by a small distance d. What will be the reciprocal of effective focal length? 1 by F is equal to 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2 minus d by F1 into F2 minus d divided by F1 into F2. So let us sum up what all points we have seen. First we saw equivalent focal length for two convex lenses kept in contact. Then we saw equivalent focal length for two lenses kept in contact wherein one is convex lens and the other is concave. We got the equation F is equal to F1 into F2 by F2 minus F1. We discussed three situations under this. That is, when F1 is equal to F2, then F1 is greater than F2. Third one, F1 is less than F2. In these three different cases, the combination behaves in three different ways. In the first case, it behaves like a glass plate. In the second, it behaves like a concave lens. And in the third case, it behaves like a convex lens. In these cases, when the focal length of the convex lens is greater, its power is less. In the second case, in the third case, the power of the convex lens is greater than the power of the concave lens. That is why it is behaving like this. When power of concave lens is more, then it behaves like a concave lens. When the power of the convex lens in combination is more, it behaves like a convex lens. Then we saw one or two cases further. That is, what happens when several lenses are kept in contact. In the case of magnification, it is a product of magnification of the several lenses. When two lenses are separated by a small distance, the formula changes. Compare this with this one. In the case of two lenses separated by small distance, the equation has one more argument here, d by F1 into F2. Okay, I hope these points are very clear. We will meet in the next video with a few problems related to this. Thank you.